for any chance a high court the final ruling moment say to abani some outstanding constituencies yen declared in him say a high court a decision and a full decision say and your war no collect constituencies instead of being MPs for those constituencies and now you train NPP before the court and this year no high court a serious ruling and that's the final ruling about the former encore na yanko this and seven in nearby
has been compelled as per the application that was made by the NPP to recollect the Tema results and declare the winner therefrom. And this is supposed to happen before the 6th of January. This means that the court is looking at having the winner declared to early enough for whoever would win, whether it be Bright, whether it is Bright or it is Mr. Forsen, for the person to be sworn in on the midnight of the 7th, as we are all anticipating. So that is the first out of the 4 constituencies that the court is hearing this afternoon, and the results we are getting, the decision of the court as we have it now, is that the Electoral Commission must recollect the results of Tema Central. You heard us engage the Tema Central people earlier, the NDC side, and they were confident that indeed it was going to go their way. They believed that the court was going to pronounce outrightly that Ibi Bright is the winner and there was no need to recollect and to determine a winner. But that is contrary to what the court has eventually decided. Earlier, just moments after we heard this, singing erupted here at the High Court complex, where we have scores of NPP supporters singing their anthem. They are obviously excited about what has happened regarding Tema Central. But we are still waiting for the remaining 3 constituencies. Grace.
Sister Zanulo, my colleague from the High Court. So the breaking news coming in is that the High Court has ordered the Electoral Commission to recollect and declare results for the Tema Central constituency, and that is between Ibi Bright of the NDC and also Charles Forsen of the NPP. Sister tells us that the court made the decision on many reasons, including 2 which he mentions as one. The person who declared the result was not a returning officer, was not the right person who declared the result, and also the EC collated only 146 out of 148 polling station results. That means that EC did not have the full complement of the results to declare for whoever that won. That was Ibi Bright. And so the court says declaration, collation and declaration should be done again, and that should be done on or before the 6th of January. We know that on 7th January, there's going to be the swearing-in of the new administration, including MPs, and the court wants that to be done so that by 7th, there'll be a full complement of who is going to Parliament, as well as the President-elect John Dramani Mahama. My colleague Alfred Okanse is here with me in the studio for more on this. Alfred, what does this mean to all of the conflict or uncertainty we've had since all of these issues started?
Great. So we're back to the status quo, square one, because if you recall what happened at the Electoral Commission's that's Greater Accra Regional Office almost 2 weeks ago, when Charles Forsen was declared as MP-elect, is the same process that the court is asking that the EC goes back to do. The EC did the collation or recollation in the Tema Central constituency, and then now declared Charles Forsen as MP-elect. It was that particular act that Nelson Dafiame, who is a lawyer for Ibi Bright, was contesting, because the court had previously given an order that they should now go back and then do either start from where they left off or start the entire process of recollation. That's what Dafiame was contesting, that the court was quite clear that instead of the regional officer of the Electoral Commission for Tema indicating that they were going to start off from where they left off, that is just the 2 polling stations that were left, he would rather they go through the entire process of recollation. From the top. That was the contention. Now, with what has happened today, the court is essentially saying that those 2 polling stations that were not collated and added to the original declaration 146, but there are 148.
So the 2 that were not added to the 146,
to make up the total number of polling stations in the Tema Central constituency. Now, what we're going to see in the coming days, because by January 6th, the court says by January 6th, that collation should have been done for the 2 polling stations and then added to the 146 that was used to declare Ebi Bright as MP-elect. Now, by end of January 6th, we'll get to know, and it is crucial. Why? Because the 9th Parliament will be sworn in on the dawn of January 7th. And so if this declaration for Tema Central is done on January 6th, all things being equal, the Electoral Commission now would have to go through the process of gazetting whoever is declared as the MP-elect after the 2 polling stations are added in Tema Central, for the person to go through the registration process and be sworn in as part of the MPs for the 9th Parliament on the dawn of January 7th. So that's one area to look at as well. But we would have to backtrack to understand why these 2 polling station results were not even added to the 146 that was used to declare Ebi Bright as MP-elect. If you recall, during the elections, in fact, after the 7th of January, after polls closed at 5 p.m., there was some misunderstanding in the Tema Central constituency where the Electoral Commission was attempting to transport some ballot boxes using a private vehicle instead of the official vehicle of the Electoral Commission. So you had the NDC supporters there contesting that particular move by the AEC. Eventually, there was some understanding. They got a taxi, and then they transported the boxes because they said they could rather trust the taxi driver, than a private vehicle, which was not even registered for that matter. Now, fast forward, on the 9th of December, we saw some thick crowd of supporters of the NDC who, together with the NPP as well, we understand, who thronged the coalition center. And as a result, the Tema Central returning officer indicated that he cannot declare the results because his life was being threatened or in danger. So he had to take the Tema West constituency returning officer to declare Ebi Bright as MP-elect in the Tema Central constituency. And this was done at the Regional Police Command. Because of the misunderstanding, they moved the entire coalition process to the Regional Police Command. And that is where the Tema West returning officer declared Ebi Bright as MP-elect.
And that is one of the reasons the High Court stated in making their judgment that the right returning officer did not declare the results in that constituency. And for that matter, they cannot uphold that Ebi Bright won the election.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it is also good.
Although for her, and I made the High Court in some NBC, our committees, I'm going to say like it. Now, my subscribe no share my notification bell so my send a bay bring a BB drop content a woo when you're in Tempan wash and meet my head see no High Court no and final ruling no there but no see I him say easy no obey near my esepata now I recollate those constituency results no now all the final results now but not say you MPs for all those constituencies and not of four and I made the money be see our committee see I